Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Curious Owlbear, and I'm here to explore everything Dungeons & Dragons. Today, we are exploring one of the most dangerous settings in all of the D&D universe, Avernus, or the first layer of hell. Let's hop on the ferry and hope we make it across the River Styx. Over the course of history, demons and devils have engaged in an endless conflict called the Blood War. Demons of the Abyss follow the River Styx into Avernus as they attempt to delve into the deeper layers of hell. Until the threat of the Nine Hells and their devilish leadership no longer stands in opposition to them, the demons of the Abyss cannot launch a massive invasion of any other planes, lest the devils marshal too many allies in defense. Thus, the front line of the battle endlessly shifts in Avernus, as the forces on either side make advancements while losing ground elsewhere. This conflict has drawn the attention of deities, angels, and mortals at different times throughout history. One such angel who was tasked with overseeing the endless blood war was Zariel. She was eventually corrupted by an obsession about the battle. Her commanders would not be swayed by her numerous attempts to convince them to invade the first layer of hell. So, she gathered a force of mortal followers and led the invasion herself. Unfortunately, a delegation of devils overcame her, and her body was brought to the Lord of the Nine Hells, Asmodeus. Asmodeus saw potential in the fallen angel, and decided to allow her to recover in the depths of Nessus. Once restored to health, he designated her as his champion, and granted her the title of Archduchess of Avernus. Zariel ruled with a fiery temperament. Many of her forces feared her, as she would consistently lead them into battle, fighting with tremendous ferocity. In time, Asmodeus installed a coven of pit lords called the Dark Eight as commanders of the devilish armies. This proved fatal for Zariel, as they used this new power to stage a rebellion, successfully naming their fellow pit lord Bel as the new ruler of Avernus. During his rule, Bel kept Zariel deep within the Bronze Citadel, where she was constantly tortured. Bel siphoned some of Zariel's latent power in an attempt to increase his own. The Blood War continued to rage, and fate would give Zariel another opportunity. Bel's leadership stood in stark contrast to Zariel's fiery rule, where Zariel would constantly take the fight to the demonic forces of the Abyss, which drove their foes back. Bel would rely on his defensive tactics, which enabled the demonic force to gain significant ground in Avernus. Asmodeus took notice of this failure and stripped Bel of his title as Lord of Avernus. He re-established Zariel as Archduchess of Avernus, as she continues to reclaim the ground Bel lost to this day. Asmodeus furthered Bel's punishment by forcing him to serve as one of Zariel's top advisors. There is another who would rule in Avernus, however. The Queen of Dragons, Tiamat, remains in her lair atop a towering mountain. Her presence on this plane is somewhat of a mystery. She is unable to freely leave the plane. Instead, she must be summoned forth as any other devil would. As such, whether by curse or due to some ancient treaty, the Queen of Dragons is forced to remain in Avernus. Tiamat is seemingly disinterested in the Blood War, being left alone in her lair for some time. The devils and demons avoid the place, as both forces know the dangers it holds. She waits in constant vigilance over the battle for her opportunity to reclaim power, whether in Avernus or another plane entirely. Her followers, however, continue to promote her prominence, with a notable dragonborn adventurer, Archon the Cruel, even constructing a massive tower near her lair after his fight with Vecna, the Undying King. Zariel has taken notice of Tiamat's presence and despises her. She actively seeks to lure mortal adventurers with whom she may be able to strike deals in order to summon the Queen of Dragons to another plane. There, Zariel hopes that Tiamat may be finally defeated. In conclusion, the fallen angel Zariel continues her rule over the first layer of hell as she attempts to reclaim ground lost by the pit lord Bel, who still serves as one of her top advisors. If you're able to navigate the River Styx in search of lost treasures, ensure that you do not cross the Archduchess of Avernus. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe as there are more D&D videos coming in the near future. Has your group been able to dive into Avernus? If so, leave me a comment below letting me know about your escapades. Until next time, stay curious, adventurers.